Hi everybody, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today's video is going to be kind of a chatty get ready with me because I just got back from vacation and I kind of want to tell you a little bit about it. And also too, I kind of want to do a Valentine's Day inspired makeup look because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So kills two birds with one stone. So I'm excited. So before we get started, if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post more videos. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to have a very special Valentine's Day surprise guest at the end. So make sure you stick around for that. So I'm going to start with eyebrows. I'm using the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit that I've had forever. So we were gone for about 10 days. We took a cruise out of New Orleans. I guess 6 years since I'd been in New Orleans. And I was really wanting to go back and eat. So when choosing our cruise this year, that was my kind of big criteria as to which cruise we would be selecting. I really wanted to take one out of New Orleans, which I had never taken a cruise out of New Orleans before. So we found one. So we ended up on probably, I think, one of the oldest ships in the Royal Caribbean fleet. So that was a little, that was a little bit of a drawback. Next, I'm gonna highlight under my brow bone, and I'm going to use what I have left of this Arrow Enhance. It's a kind of a highlight for under your eye. You've seen me use this before if you've seen my videos. And I'm just gonna kind of give a little bit of a highlight. This is gonna be kind of a soft look today. At least that's what I'm anticipating. So back to the vacation. So we got on the ship and we had more fun as it went on, and we were told by everybody that we talked to not to judge Royal Caribbean based on this one experience, which we're gonna listen to that. We are gonna for sure book with Royal someday in the future again. But this particular ship was a little unorganized and all done with that. I'm gonna be using two palettes today. I'm gonna be using the Gingerbread Extra Spicy and the NYX Ultimate Edit. So I'm gonna go into Vanilla Wafer up here on the top, and I'm gonna use that to highlight under my brow bone. So usually, like when we go on Carnival, we love eating dinner in the dining room because the food is way better in there than it is in the buffet. So we'll eat in the buffet for like breakfast and lunch, and we'll always do the dining room for dinner. And we usually pick the late seating, like the 8:15 or whatever. And the service is always fabulous. You always have the same server, and they get to know you, and they're fabulous. But we ate 2 nights in the dining room on this particular ship, and honestly, the Royal Caribbean buffet food I think is better than the Carnival buffet food. So we just were like, the dining room experience wasn't that much better on Royal so we opted for the buffet for the rest of the time of the cruise. So next color I'm gonna go into is this one up here on the top, Soft and Sweet. It's kind of a soft pink. Now, something we also really like when we go on a cruise is we like entertainment. We like to see the shows. It gives you something to do, in the evening. We're not like dancing, clubbing people, so we like to kind of be entertained. And the entertainment was really good. They had a couple production shows that were real fun, and they had a really good comedian, and they had another, like a guy that sang and did comedy and danced, and he was fabulous. So we really particularly enjoyed the entertainment on Royal. And I've already put a coat of mascara on to have on under my eyelashes. I did that off camera. Okay, so I'm gonna add some eyeliner. L'Oreal Extra Intense. I'm sure I've used it before. And it's just a pencil eyeliner. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of line the top of my eyes right now. A little bit of a wing, nothing crazy. We had 3 ports and 3 sea days, which 3 sea days is a little bit of a lot, but it was fun. We made the most of it. But we stopped at Key West and Coco Cay, which is like a private island just for the cruise ships. And And then we were supposed to stop in Nassau. So we went to Key West, it was great. And then we went to Coco Cay, and that was great. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a little while. But so we weren't really excited about Nassau. We've just never really found like things we want to do there or anything. So that was kind of, you know, we were just like accepting it. So we left Coco Cay, and I guess the weather was really bad over in Nassau. So the captain got on the intercom and said that we're gonna go back to Key West. So we got 2 days in Key West, which was awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead back into my gingerbread palette, and I'm gonna use the color down here, Hot Tamale. And I'm gonna kind of build this out a little bit more. And I've just used the same brush like the whole time. It's my kind of a blending brush by Firma, it's a 201. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and put on my lashes and then kind of finish the rest of the shadow and the liner. And they're just my Demi Wispies, 113s. So Key West is awesome if you've never been. It's really great. There are roosters everywhere. Not like in an annoying way, in a really like cool way. Roosters and chickens. And we saw some baby chickens. But you know, of course we went, we walked around, we ate, got some good like craft beer. But the second day we were there, we went to the Hemingway House. And drop a comment if you've ever been to the Hemingway House in Key West. If not, if you're ever there, you have to go. But the coolest thing, and this is where my interest was, of course my husband was really interested in the history, and I was really interested in all the cats roaming the property. And yep, you could pet them, and they were awesome. Everyone say hi, Tater. Hi, Tater. Oh, he's just gonna sit there. So I'm gonna just go ahead and finish with the eyeliner. I'm gonna kind of put that on my waterline. I'm gonna go ahead and take my NYX Ultimate Edit. I'm gonna go into that really bright hot pink there in the middle. And then I also think I'm gonna line the underneath of my eyes with this. So Coco Cay was awesome. They serve food as if it's like an extension of the cruise ship. Like your drink cards will work if you purchase like the onboard drink card. But they've got like a pool, and then they have like a little bay area that's kind of connected to the ocean, but it's man-made at the same time. Then they have a place where you could be on the ocean, and they've just got, it's really cool. It was just a really, they call it perfect day at Coco Cay, and it really was perfect. It was awesome. The weather was great. Very, very, very pleasant. It was really nice that they didn't, we've been to some beaches sometimes on the cruise ships where like you can't find a place to sit. It's like it's not designed for as many people are coming to it, but this was not the case with Coco Cay. So if that's ever on an itinerary where you're going on a cruise, it's awesome, really awesome. They also have like a water park too, which costs extra, but if that's your, you know, if that's your sort of thing. I really enjoyed the pool because it kind of like gradually got deeper, kind of like as if you were in like a lake or something. So it was really awesome and crystal clear and huge and just really, really awesome pool. So now I'm gonna add some highlight, and I'm gonna use 2 products, 2 of which I've never used before to add highlight. So I've got this in an IPSY Glam bag. I'll link that video below. It was my January IPSY bag, and it is from Ofra, O-F-R-A, X Nikki Tutorials Highlighter Glow Goals. I have not tried this yet. I only swatched it in my video. Oh yeah, that's very, very pretty. And then I bought this stuff. I did a mini haul video where I went to Bath&BodyWorks, Claire's, and Ulta. I picked this up. It's from Makeup Revolution called Eye Glisten, and it's a foil and glitter liquid eyeshadow. I cannot remember the name of this color for the life of me, and it's not on here anywhere. I will figure out the name and I will put it in the description box below for you. It was like $10 versus the Stila being like 21. So I think it's gonna do everything that I want it to do. But if you're a huge fan of the Stila, you might not like this as much, but I'm gonna use this on the inner corner. Perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and this is the color N3. I think it's the lightest one that I have. Silicone sponge, and I'm gonna go a little lighter with this. I don't really want this to be like a heavy makeup look, like for instance, I'm not gonna contour, and I am gonna try out a full coverage concealer, so I'm gonna try to go a little lighter on the foundation. So our sea days were fun. Quite honestly, the particular ship we were on didn't have a lot to do. It had one pool, which means it was filled with kids. It had 2 hot tubs that were filled with kids. And there just weren't a lot of like some of the other ships we've went on, they've had different little pubs and bars and clubs and different things like that. And this ship didn't have a lot of that. So quite honestly, it was a little bit boring compared to other ships. So we kind of found that we don't normally do like trivia and stuff like that, but we found ourselves doing trivia and karaoke, which normally we really don't do. I guess we just have more to do on other ships sometimes. One night we wanted to go sing karaoke. We kind of unknowingly entered into a contest, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It's brand new. It was in my last IPSY Glam bag, my January one. It's from Morphe. It's a full coverage concealer. I remember describing it in that video. The shade's like perfect. So, we're at the contest that last night, and we all get up and do our thing. We all, do our songs and everything, and did it by applause, And by the applause, I would say that I got second. I don't know really where my husband placed, but, you kind of make friends and everyone's supportive of each other. Whenever you go on a cruise too, there's always gonna be like the token drunk guy, the guy that is like everywhere. You'll see him everywhere, always with a drink in his hand, usually in the same place. You'll see him always in the same place, like at the same bar, the same area. But he'll also pop up like everywhere else too, oddly enough. I don't know how that works, but so there's always one of those. Always the token drunk guy on the ship. If you don't know who it is or you've never experienced that before, it's probably you. Okay, I'm gonna set this just a little bit. I can never remember the entire name of this. It's the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. So we got off the cruise ship, and of course they dump you, it's kind of like, you first get on the ship and we love you, we love you, we love you. And then like that morning that you get off, like that you disembark, it's go, bye, 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 So we got off the ship really early. It just took no time at all. And we were dumped out into the streets of New Orleans at like 8:30 in the morning. We couldn't check into our hotel until about 3. So we had to kind of entertain ourselves, till then, which in New Orleans is easy. So we, of course, first went to Cafe du Monde, and we went there all 3 mornings we were there. Then lunchtime rolled around, and we ate. I wanted a muffalata. That was the first thing I wanted, so we went to where we believe the first one where it was brought like years ago. So we ate at Frank's. It was like an Italian seafood restaurant, and so I got that, and then after a little while, we were able to go check into our hotel and kind of rest and everything. And I think we ate at the French Market. It's like a place on the corner. And we stayed right in the French Quarter. We ate lots of fried oysters and gumbo and I think crawfish bisque. And oh my God, it was just so good. The food, you go there literally. I mean, the architecture is really cool. There's just not anywhere quite like it. I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer, and I'm trying to use up this e.l.f. bronzer. I don't know if today's gonna be the day, but I'm gonna use a very light hand with this again, and I'm gonna use this is like my really good brush, my IT brush. It's IT brushes for Ulta. It's the Velvet Luxe LBD powder, number 307. But I'm gonna try to go with a light hand on this. But yeah, so then we left New Orleans, and we apparently stayed in one of the most haunted hotels in the area. I did not see any ghosts. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. It's by Dome, and this is an English Rose. So now I'm just gonna add that Nikki Tutorials highlighter that I put on my eyes. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this Jordana Easy Liner for Lips in Tawny. It's retractable. And then I'm gonna use this gloss. I've never used it on my channel before. It's by Winky Lux, called Angel Food. So everybody, this is Sophia, and she really hates to be picked up, but she loves a bath, oddly enough. But I just wanted you to meet her, and this is one of my 3 Valentines, and since you met Tater, I just wanted you to get to meet her, and I'm gonna let her go. But she is sweet. She just hates being picked up, and she is really, really heavy. So bless her heart. Hey, princess. So on this Valentine's Day, remember, you don't have to be married or attached to anybody. If you have a pet, a bird, a best girlfriend, doesn't matter. It just be happy. It's only another day. Don't be sad. Nothing to be sad about. So I hope everybody has a happy Valentine's Day.